Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at things people tried to not miss out. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Ate 10 ants to join my brother's club in first grade. Said I could only join if I ate 10 ants. So I did. And then he disbanded the club. Oh. What? I'll be mad. I'll be mad. I'll be so mad. I'll be even more mad at myself if I even ate 10 ants, dude. Yo, why? Bought a $20 raffle ticket for a much hyped up chance to win $5,000. Turns out the raffle promoters were scammers and everyone lost their money. Well, yeah, well, to be fair, how many winners were there going to be? Like one? You know, only one person's going to win anyways. And it probably was not going to be you. I'm kidding, but what I'm saying is everyone would have lost their money except one person anyways, even if it was legit. Ziplines. I have a fear of heights, so I was very nervous about going on them in North Carolina with my friends. They were so supportive though, talking about how it's okay, you don't have to go, we understand. Or of course you don't have to, I just think you would really enjoy it. It was because they were so nice about it, I really didn't want to disappoint them. I had an absolute blast on them, by the way. So much fun after the first 5 seconds of terror on the first line. Zip lines do seem really fun. I want to go on a zip line. Smoking, I guess. I got curious. First time I hated it. After a few more, I started to like it. So I decided to throw the rest away before it was too late. Oh my gosh, good on you. Jeez. That's so scary how some people can never get out of it once they start. Kind of sad. I joined my friends in auditioning for the musical in senior year of high school because I just happened to be friends with a lot of the theatre kids. Ended up with a supporting role including a duet and a decent amount of lines. I still consider it one of the best decisions I ever made. It was a crazy amount of fun. That does sound fun. When I was a kid, the cool older neighbor kids, also young kids, told me to eat grass. I, of course, didn't want to, so they told me they all did and I would be cool if I did. So I picked a big handful and ate it while everyone laughed at me. Afterwards, it came out that none of them had, in fact, ate any grass at all. And as it turns out, none of us knew what would happen if one were to eat grass. So I ran home where my old man was in the backyard spraying something with a garden hose or something. I said, "Hey Dad, what would happen if somebody ate a big handful of grass?" He replied, absolutely deadpan, "Tell me you didn't eat grass." I said, "Well, no, but somebody else did." And I was just, he said, "Tell me you didn't eat grass." Tears started welling up and I said, "Well, I was running fast and I fell. And when I fell, my mouth landed on a clump of grass and my mouth closed on it and I accidentally swallowed a whole bunch of it. And am I gonna die?" I'm so sorry. He said, "Probably, but go in and drink as much water as you can stand and then I will take you to the hospital." What a troll. I ran inside and drank as much water as I could and rushed out of the van where the old man was waving me into the open door. We flew out of the neighborhood, screaming towards the hospital while I cried in the back seat. Finally, we got to the liquor store down the street from the hospital where the old man said, "Nah, I'm just messing with you, you'll be fine." And he went in and bought beer and we drove home. That's kind of wholesome, honestly. Oh my gosh. And this is why, kids, you don't eat grass. I wonder where those kids are today. You know, daring someone to eat grass. I wonder what you guys are doing. About 25 years ago, I believed every chain letter that appeared in my inbox and religiously sent them along to all my contacts. In my defense, I was a kid. But still, there's probably a lot of people from that time that have blocked me for this very reason. Oh my gosh, I hated Chainmail. Oh my gosh. You know, I hated it. Oh man. The thing is, I believed it a bit, you know, like it gets, you don't know as a kid. You're just scared of, what if I don't do it? What if it actually happens? The worst thing about it is they would just send it back to you and it's like a cycle. And I think it stopped when MSN closed down. I kind of miss MSN now. For my 30th birthday, I tried 30 new things. The list included a pedicure and a manicure, fancy Starbucks drink, driving a red Porsche, gambling at the casino. It was a crazy fun day, but I learned that I have a great life without all that stuff. Wow. One of those money races, got a skin infection and sun poisoning. Oh, well then. I have seen videos of people doing this and I have wondered why. You know, it just seems so hard to be like running in the mud and like you're just stuck in the mud and like mud going into your mouth. I guess it's fun for people. For some people, I mean, not me. When I was on my honeymoon on an Alaskan cruise, my wife really wanted to try ziplining. Unfortunately, my weight was a bit above what they suggested max weight is for safety, so instead of staying in town or just hanging out, I went on a walk. I saw a tiny river coming down from the mountain, and I decided I wanted to go see that river. I thought to myself that if I don't do this now, there will never be another chance in my life if I've ever seen this. So I walked through the town, walked through the forest and up the mountain and found that river. It was such a life-altering moment sitting there and breathing in the idea that I just went and found a river in the middle of nowhere. The entire world looked like a painting. When I realized what time it was, I started to walk back and ended up getting lost on the mountain. I ran into a hiker by chance and he guided me back down the mountain. I tried to find a way back down from where he left me and met another person who let me into his house and showed me the way through town. Even gave me a coffee to go from his own coffee pot. I walked back into town feeling physically exhausted after walking for about 4 or 5 hours. And it was probably one of the most beautiful things I have ever done. At the time, I was also doing a journalistic webcomic about my life, and I ended up trying watercolor for the first time in my life to color this story, because I thought since I tried something out so out of my norm and build a house by venturing up into a mountain, I might as well try doing art in different fashion too. Wow, that was like a whole adventure. Sounds pretty nice though, it does. But it also does sound scary getting lost, like what would have happened if he didn't meet those two people, right? But still, that sounds nice. You know, nature is so crazy how sometimes when you're just stressed, you go outside and you go for a walk and you look at the sky and you look at the trees and you just feel like the stress lifting off your shoulders. Isn't it weird? I guess you just kind of realize that you're so small in this world. And like sometimes the matters that you're stressing about isn't really anything big, you know? I don't know if I made sense. But sometimes when I'm stressed out, I just go outside and I just look. I'm just standing outside and just looking. And everything just feels so small for some reason. I don't even know. Not taking a single day off from work. They've never taken a single day off from work? So they've never been sick or something? Or like... what, they go in while they're sick? That's not good. Gambling. I lost $70 and had a lot of fun. Not sure I want to lose $70 anytime again soon though. And this is why some people are addicted, because it's like adrenaline rushing, right? Like you just want to win more money. So when you lose, you want to win more than you lose. And when you win, you just want to keep winning more. Yeah. Sometimes it can be addicting. So be careful. Okay, be careful. Like I've heard of stories where people would be addicted to gambling, where they will literally sell everything, like their house, their car, everything they can to get money to gamble. Or they'll be using the kids, you know, to send them some money so they could use that for gambling. Oh, yeah, come on. I mean, yeah, it's totally fine if you're rich and you have enough and you don't care about losing money, but not if you've used all that money and you lost everything in your life and you're still gonna go gambling more. When you can't even like bring food to the table kind of thing. Don't do that, please. Friend in college wanted us to drive up to a party at campus about an hour away. It was already 12:30 at night and we'd hung out with her friends from that school before and didn't particularly like them, so we turned her down. She eventually goaded us into going, mentioning that 5 of our close friends were already on their way up there. She just couldn't fit in the car with them. And saying, dude, it's a yacht party. Have you ever partied on a yacht? It belongs to a rich friend. It's gonna be a small, like 15 people max. Top shelf alcohol, tons of high quality smoke. And it's free. You don't have to buy or pay for anything. She's got a huge house we can crash at. I'll even gas up your car. So, of course, we set out. We arrive and there's no yacht. There is no body of water, period. In fact, it's the biggest frat party I've ever seen. Hundreds of people. We had to pay $30 to get in. Nobody we knew was there, and she spent all of her money on getting into the party, so I didn't even get my car gassed up like she promised. Tried to cover her butt by saying, no, I definitely said frat party, not yacht party. You must have misheard me. We definitely heard you right. ended up having a lousy time at the frat itself, but found a small group of people that were heading back to the off-campus housing to smoke and invited us to come along. That ended up being a somewhat enjoyable time at least. Afterwards, we never trusted her again. What in the world? I just don't understand things like this, you know? Like, sometimes people just want to go to parties even when they know they wouldn't enjoy it. I guess it's also because I'm not a party person, so I don't really understand, like, the hype of partying. I'm just a party pooper, okay? I'm just boring, alright? I just like staying at home with my dog. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!